Hey.
Right. Thank you very much. I will be attending. Did you get that, Greg?
Yep.
Well, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. We'll start off with our first evaluator. Tom, please let us know, how did you evaluate?
Thank you. Thank you, Sterling. I appreciate your introduction. Leo, I am working on evaluating your speech here, and today I'm going over what you did well, who thinks you did well, something you can work on, and something you can challenge yourself with to enhance the quality of your speech. Well, to start off with some really good things that you had done in the speech, I thought you used gestures very well. And I know that's hard to do on Zoom. So you overcame that challenge of using gestures via virtual speech. And I was very impressed by how you use gestures to influence your communication. I thought your tone was very clear. It was very appropriate as well. And your grammar flowed well. Your words that you use also flowed very well, which goes down to the ultimate notes of clarity. What you were saying was extremely clear. You took the audience through a story about school buses, something that's interesting to you, having been working in school buses. And you helped us and you walked us through a path about what school buses are and why they are important and the history behind them. I also think that you did a good job of not talking down to your audience. And I know that's like, if you would talk down to your audience, for example, that would be not necessarily a good speech and a good quality in your speech. Well, something I liked about that is we were there with you. We were your peers. We weren't being taught a lesson. We were your peers, and you're explaining to us about school buses. And that's something I think added to the quality of your speech. Now, a few things you can work on. One thing that I think would really improve this speech was taking your audience to a school bus. Now, something I was thinking about at the very beginning, because I think you had a really strong intro, was the ascent up the stairs onto the school bus. Great way of using the word of the day, by the way. But that to me is a very vivid experience. And I haven't been on a school bus in 11 years. It's very vivid to me, the smells, the sights, the sounds, the feelings of being on a school bus. Whether it was going home from school and everyone all excited that they won't have to be in school anymore, or going to school, everyone really pissed that they're awake and going to school. It's a lot of sights and sounds and feelings that everyone experiences when on a school bus. And I think you could have done a good job by taking us there to that school bus itself. And that would have brought us into the speech a bit more. And then something to challenge yourself on, as a school bus driver, I'm sure you have numerous stories. And I haven't really been around children too much, but honestly, if I'm self-aware, thinking about when I was a child, I probably said some pretty funny things and some pretty silly things and done all those things that I'm sure you experience every single day. I think you could use a lot of those anecdotes in your speech to really incorporate the comedic element that you're shooting for. Overall, though, I think you did a great job presenting to us a nice history and broad information on school buses that I think the audience can benefit from. Thank you, Leo, and back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
All right, Tom.